Yeah, we are starting off with tolerance, so just keep a lookout for any fiestas for the finish because it's gonna be interesting to see. Okay, so apparently I've been noted that Lucy gave me a shout out. So anyway, here we go. First round of the Pro Am match between Macaroni Boeing, Juna, and Magiwand. At the moment, Boeing is currently in the lead. And the game decided that Boeing is in the lead anyway, but looks like Juna has crashed quite a bit. Now we see Magiwand going straight ahead in first place. Boeing doesn't really know how to do that. Bit second. Macaroni is nowhere, so it looks like well, I mean, this might be quite a weird field first round because the gaps are pretty huge. Yup, Macaroni is still in there. Yup, Boeing is now 2 seconds ahead, but I'm just gonna stick to him because you never know. Magiwand might mess up the finish. Boeing's having to mess that one up as well. So let's see, Magiwand manages to finish this and finishes it with a plum with a 56.6. Yep, not the fastest times, but not the worst as well. Juna finishes second place. Macaroni was third, and Boeing did end up fourth, 12 second. So, I mean, it is Pro Am division for a reason. I mean, to start off with this map, it's also, yeah, it's not really great for players. Alright, here we go, second round. Can we get a much more competitive round than the last one? I hope so. But as soon as I say that, looks like who was that? That was Juna crashing out on that outside dirt. Boeing has a weird landing and gives the place back to Juna. A very weird decision right there. Macri now in second place. Magiwand, not surprisingly. Wait, what? How did that work? Huh? Okay, Macaroni, very interesting way of going through that corner, but he's still not that far behind Magiwand at the moment. I think it's just because Magiwand went a bit too wide on that section. Oh, Magiwand goes on the penalty dirt, but Macaroni hits the wall and has to respawn at the checkpoint. So it looks like Magiwand might be getting another 10 points here unless he messes up the finish yet again. Barely. Juna will finish by saving it. It looks like people are just saving the finish. Yeah, this... I gotta be honest, I put my hands up. Yeah, this map might not be the best choice for a fast point one, but I only chose it because, you know, I want to make it fair for those, especially, you know, some of the Indonesian players have played most of the fast point maps. So I'm just using a map that might not be as hunted, you know, some of the other ones. So yeah, if you want someone to blame, it's probably me. But oh, Juna already with a bad start for this third round. And, oh no, now Magiwand has to respawn as well. This is might see a new winner this time around for this round. Macaroni now in first place. Boeing looks like just safing at the moment. Magiwand, despite his crash, is still ahead of Juna. I think he's just crashing left, right, and center at the moment. So as long as Macaroni keeps 16, it will be 10 points for him. Everyone still like 9 seconds behind. So the game doesn't want me to go to Macaroni. Okay, we did. Sorry, there we go. Did Macaroni respawn? Yup, Macaroni respawn. It looks like Boeing might just be winning this, I think. Will he go for the risky fin though? I honestly, I would just say no. Well, no shot. No, Boeing clipped that and Macaroni actually took the risky fin and overtakes him at the last minute. That is unfortunate for Boeing right there. He could have got his first 10 points, but he yeah, he clipped that, so that is unfortunate. So Macaroni did end up getting 10 points instead, which makes it, you know, he goes out to second place. That's good. That is unfortunate for Boeing. So that kind of was a little bit weird there. A little bit weird. Oh, okay. So for some reason the bracket doesn't show me how many rounds it is. So yep, it kind of clearly shows that I've not read the rule enough. So from what I've gathered, it should still be 5 rounds. Yeah, 5 rounds per map because we only have 3 maps, obviously. Unless, we have to rotate again. Jonah now in a surprise lead at the moment. That's the first time he's been in the lead for this match at the moment. Boeing definitely needs the points though, so he's not doing a good job of that. He's only in 4th place, 7 seconds behind. It is still very close. So let's look for Macaroni. Oh, Juna is slowing down quite a bit. Who is going to get it? Who's going to risk it? It's going to be much closer. And Magiwand overtakes Juna by only 400s. That's a sniper. I don't know. For some reason, Juna like slowed down there, but he might have clipped. That was actually the closest round so far. Yep. Great round indeed. Boeing decided to hit that finish, unfortunately. So he doesn't get any points. And yeah, the writing might be on the wall early for Boeing at the yep, he's quite far away at the moment. I believe this is the last one for this map, so let's see who will get a clean start this time. Magiwand seems to be nowhere. Might have gotten something wrong. Makuri now overtakes Juna right there. Okay, decent turns right there. Okay, a little bit of speed loss there for Makuri, so Juna overtakes him again. Magiwand now just messing up big time. He's now even behind Boeing, so not sure what's happening there. Up the uphill we go. Luna's still holding. It looks like he's releasing though, so Macaroni looks like to have more speed going into this final sector. Macaroni doing some speed slides, it seems. So who's gonna risk it again? Ooh, Juna clips the finish, but still ends up in the net, as they say. So he gets 10 points. Macaroni was second. Boeing should be finishing, but hits the wall. Oh god, the internet. Still alright. Magiwand only 4th place, which is very surprising for the favorite at the moment. So Juna ends up closing the gap quite a lot actually because of that. So yep, still anyone's game after the first map. We're only like halfway to the points total at the moment. Still a long way to go. And obviously finalist mode will come into play as well. Unlike, fun nights where, it's just about who gets the most points at the end of it all. So even if you get 70 points, you still need to win once you are in finalist mode. Well, ultra risky. Yes, indeed. Also, I'm not sure you're talking about the not talking about the previous map or this map, because I'm pretty sure this map also has a risky side to the finish as well. Also, Boeing doing some self-motivation in the chat at the moment. So yep. I appreciate, I admire that, obviously. Sometimes I don't do that for my own self-motivation. So yeah, it's all to play for still, as I mentioned. It's all, the top 3 are separated by about 6 points. Boeing, well, unless Boeing can finish a bit of first place for this map, it might be an early shower for him. But Macaroni might have gotten that map bang on at the moment because it's able to do the risky fin at least. But I don't see anyone do the risky fin. That's the most important part. But anyway, here we go. Ketengangan by Edamame. Let's see who will risk it all again. I'm just surprised that the system decides to put the 2 riskier maps in the round. And it looks like Macaroni is already out of the first round at the moment. Because yeah, he crashed and had to respawn. Magiwand currently in the lead. Boeing only 3/10. That's not Boeing. Game. Okay, there we go. Boeing is right here. So again, all to play for, but then as soon as I switch to Boeing, Boeing crashes and he is out of the running as well. So it looks like Magiwand might have another easy 10 points. Unless, he messes up the finish yet again. I've actually struggled a lot with this section. So let's see if the Indonesian players can do a better job than me. Oh, looks like Magiwand has got that bang on right there. And that's another 10 points for Magiwand. Who will be second though? Alright, we are back. So again, sorry my PC crashed, so I think we missed like a few rounds in between. But it looks like Magiwand is still in the lead by 6 points now here of Juna. So still anyone you all to play for. Well, Magiwand looks like it's gonna be another 10 points at the moment. Unless something happens, and as soon as I say that Magiwand has crashed, so it looks like Macaroni has taken the safe way and should be winning that. Unbelievable stuff at the moment. Is Magiwand gonna be sniped? Whoa, that was close, but Magiwand did end up getting to the finish first, followed by Juna. But where is boeng? Boeng is still trying to do the finish, but it looks like he might have tried one too many times and is unable to get points again. So unfortunately for Magiwand, he's not even able to get finalists because of that last round, the previous round's mishap. So so we might see a double finalist if Magiwand doesn't win this one. So that might get pretty tasty on. We get to go to the third map, obviously, which is Juang Madu. I might pronounce that wrong. Apologies for that. So it looks like Magiwand is well and truly ahead in the lead again, but Juna is not that far behind, only half a second at the moment. boeng also not that far behind. Macron is already out of it because he's 6 seconds behind. Who's gonna do it? Juna is taking the safe way again. Looks like Magiwand is barely making it to the fin because yeah, he didn't even get to the ring finish. Well, looks like Macaroni also gets third. Yeah, boeng because boeng is messing it up, unfortunately. And so Magiwand will be the only person in finalist mode. So all Magiwand needs to do now is to finish first yet again, but we're not gonna be doing it in this map. We have to move on. Looks like where's boeng? Okay, boeng. Okay, for a second I thought boeng is not there. So yeah, Juang Mangu is a map by Leviathan. So I would say compared to the previous map we saw, this is probably the least riskiest of the lot. But there are still places to crash, as you would see later on. Like this section, for example, because I would say you would definitely have to do a double jump for this one right here. And if you're not paying attention, like here, you have to make sure you have the right angle of your car for turning left. But other than that, the finish is pretty straightforward. Like even if you have a lack of speed, you should be able to make the wing finish pretty much fine. I didn't see a different finish other than that one. So I would say of all the tracks, this is, despite the fact that, you know, it's a tech map. Techy map. I don't know, because it's not really pure tech, obviously. But anyway, here we go. Let's stick with Magiwand. Can Magiwand wrap things up for this match at the moment? So again, just to clarify, this is the Pro and Division. So there is one other semi-final as well. So if there is time, we might switch to the other semi-final. See if you know, if it finished or not. If not, then we're probably going to go straight on to the semi-finals for the Pro Division as well. Which I can assure you there'll definitely be 4 players each for the Pro Division because yeah, the other semi-final for Pro M, there's only like 3 players. But it looks like Magiwand might have got that covered and will win and take first place of this match. So yeah, Magiwand's now into the final. Congrats to him. GG. So it also means that Juna Macaroni will go into final. So there is a double final situation at the moment. Yeah, boeng would need a complete miracle for this to for to get that into his favor. But because if he's not even in first, he's already one round less away from being knocked out. Obviously, okay, we should also move away from boeng because he's lagging quite a bit. So at the moment, macaroni might be the second person into the final of the Pro Am division. Unless Juna has something to say about it. Macaroni seems to be saving quite a bit, so Juna has more speed in this section. Trying to go for no airtime here. Very nicely done. Who's going to get this turn right? And Macaroni hits the wall. And Juna should be able to finish this because this is, I would say, pretty straightforward. No, not as straightforward as I thought. And Macaroni is the second person to get into the final. Congrats to Macaroni on the Square FX. Now, unfortunately, Juna has to do at least one more round to get himself in. If my calculations are correct, because for Pro Am, there are more than 2 winners this time for the semifinal. Yes, so because I've been told that there are supposed to be 8 players for the final this time, so it shouldn't be the end. But also, okay, there you go. Wow, that took a long while to come back in. Wow, boeng, you had time to type that. No, we're not done yet. You still have to win. You have to win. Keep racing. So yeah, Jonah just needs to finish in the lead and he will also be in it. Because from what I've gathered, it's top 4 semi-final. So actually, technically, I would say everyone is actually gonna be in the final, which is kind of funny. So I don't know. We'll see what happens because I've only been told it's top 4 semi-final. So now because we have lesser players, so it'd be interesting to see if it goes all the way. So yeah, not surprising, Juna is gonna take the third winner for this match. So I don't know why. It might be funny having to see boeng, but I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. Yeah. Yeah, okay, nah, it ended. Yeah, so there's only gonna be like 3 winners for this one. So yep. That is curtains for boeng, unfortunately. Even if the format doesn't say it pedantically, yep, boeng is out of it, unfortunately. So yeah, the top 3 for this match was Magiwand, Macaroni, and junazard. Congrats to the 3. So let's get out of here and see if we can join the other match or if the other match is it has ended. Instead, Nevermost never showed up, so Italy and Syntax are also through to the final, so we'll be seeing them later on in the final for the Pro Am. But because it's at the same time as the Pro final, we're probably not going to see them on stream.